You ever notice how some older guys get totally blindsided when a woman starts tossing out certain questions? Like, she ain't asking about your weekend plans just for small talk, my man. She's testing the water, seeing if you'll bite back. Yeah, that's right. Flirting ain't always about the wink or the giggle, it's coded. Especially once folks hit their 50s, 60s, or beyond. Women get smoother, quieter, way more clever with their moves. They've seen enough nonsense to know the art of subtlety. And if you ain't paying attention, you'll miss it. See, most men think flirting died when the hairline did. Wrong. It just got sneaky. Women your age? They're playing chess while you're still shuffling checkers. And the funny part? You think they just being friendly when they actually dropping little flirty landmines in conversation. Let's start with the first one, because once you know what to listen for, you'll realize how often it happens. Question number 1. So, are you seeing anyone these days? Now, that one sounds innocent, right? She could be asking about your love life, sure. But if she's genuinely just curious, she'd keep her tone light, quick, casual. But when she's flirting, oh, it hits different. She slows it down. She watches your reaction. There's a spark in her eye, a little smirk like she's fishing for more than just facts. It's not small talk. It's a feeler. She's testing how open that door is. You say, nah, I'm single, and suddenly her whole energy changes, her voice softens. Maybe she leans in, her next laugh gets just a little warmer. Boom. Game on. You just didn't see it coming. Now, don't go thinking every lady who asks that wants your number. But if she's tossing that question in early, like before she even knows your last name, she is not exactly talking about your taxes. She's hinting, you available, cowboy? And here's the thing. Most older men brush it off. Oh, she's just being polite. Nah, brother, she's signaling green lights and you're sitting there on red. Question number 2. How old are you again? Now this one's tricky. A lot of men get defensive, like, what's she mean by that? Relax. If she's teasing, smiling, maybe following it up with, you don't look it though. That's her way of flirting without risking too much. It's like saying, I'm checking you out, but pretending I'm not. Women use this one like a test drive. They want to see how you handle the curve. Do you get shy? Do you throw a little charm back? Because if you respond with something confident, like old enough to know better, young enough to still have fun, congratulations, you just passed the vibe check. But if you get awkward, she backs off quick. Flirting is like dancing, you gotta feel the rhythm. And here's the truth nobody tells older guys. Women flirt differently when they respect you. It's not loud or wild, it's clever. They flirt with curiosity, with conversation, with humor. They're not flashing signals, they're sending clues. So next time you hear one of these questions, don't just shrug it off. Pay attention. Because half the time she's laying down a trail, and if you're smart enough to follow, you might just end up somewhere real interesting. Alright, so you've caught on to the first couple moves. You're starting to realize these women aren't just being friendly. Nah, they're rerunning quiet little missions, seeing if you've still got a spark under all that calm confidence you carry around. Let's keep it rolling. Because once you hear these next 2 questions, you'll start noticing how often they sneak into conversation. And once you do, man, the whole game changes. Question number 3. What do you do with your free time? Now, this one sounds boring at first, doesn't it? Like some HR question from a coffee meet? But let me tell you, when a woman's flirting, this question ain't about your golf swing or TV habits. It's about your energy. See, women your age don't care how many push-ups you can do. They care about whether you still live. Whether there's a spark in you or you've checked out of the fun lane. When she asks this, she's trying to picture what being around you feels like. If you go, I just sit around, watch some sports, she smiled politely, but her eyes, they'll fade out. You just told her the movie's over. But if you say something with life like, I've been fixing up an old car, or I walk down to the pier every morning just to watch the sun come up. Boom. That's soul. That's intrigue. You just gave her a visual, something she can step into. She is flirting because she is curious if you like that world you live in. And here's the kicker. She's not asking because she's nosy. She's checking your vibe compatibility. Women flirt through imagination. If your life sounds like something she'd enjoy being a part of, she'd dig deeper. She'll laugh more, keep the questions coming, maybe even find excuses to run into you again. So next time she asks what you do with your time, don't list chores, paint her a picture. Because trust me, that question is an open door, not a small talk trap. Question number 4. What kind of woman do you like? Now, listen closely. This one's the silent bomb. Most men miss it completely. They think she's just joking or comparing notes, but no. She's fishing, big time. A woman doesn't to ask what kind of woman you like unless she is wondering if she fits the type. If she's laughing when she asks it, it's still serious under that grin. Watch her eyes when you answer. If she looks right at you, maybe plays with her hair or tilts her head, she's already halfway in the flirt zone. She's looking for herself in your words. Now you don't have to go all smooth talker here. In fact, being too slick will turn her off. But being real, that'll hook her attention. Something like, I like a woman who's confident, laughs easy, and doesn't mind a little trouble now and then. She smiled because that's not about age or looks, it's about energy. And that's the real game, brother. Women over 40, 50, 60, they don't flirt the same way girls in their 20s do. It's not about being cute, it's about connection. They want someone who makes them feel alive again. Here's the part that most older men don't get. She is not flirting because she is bored. She's flirting because she still believes in chemistry. She's testing to see if you do too. So when she throws that question at you, don't shrug it off or change the subject. Own it. Give her something honest. Because if you do it right, that little chat about what kind of woman can turn into something that lasts longer than either of you expected. Flirting ain't always about words, it's about what sits between them. The tension, the spark, the laugh that lingers just a second too long. And once you start noticing that, you'll realize women don't stop flirting with age. They just get smarter about it. And trust me, the 5th question, that one's the most dangerous and the most revealing.